Hey everyone, this is Eric the App Guy. I just had to shoot this short video real quick. I just came back from a meeting with a client, and I was talking to them about, of course, developing an app for their business. And so, they told me, they said, well, we only want an Android app for right now, and then we want to come back after we've tested it to do the iPhone app. And I was kind of like, wow, that's kind of bass backwards to me, but okay. Why would you want why would you want the Android app first? And they said, well, it's cheaper to develop. That's true, but why would you want the Android app first? That doesn't make any sense. You know what you have to understand is that there is a perception in the world of business. So if you remember back to the .com race, if you did not have a website, your business was not viable. People did not trust you. They were kind of questioning your integrity. You don't have a website. So I mean, you can't be legitimate. Well, and side note, there are still people trying to operate a business without a website. But I'm gonna leave that alone. That's a whole different video. Okay. Um, so I told him, I said, look, you have to have an iPhone app. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you're going to invest in a mobile app, you have to have an iPhone app. The reason you need an iPhone app is because society looks at the credibility of your business in relation to your app. And so if they cannot find you in the iTunes store, your business is not relevant. Regardless of how good Android is, regardless of how big their market is growing, iTunes still sets the standard for mobile apps. So if your app is built on the Android platform and not on the iTunes platform, I think your business is cheap. That's the perception of society right now. Why? Because Apple sets the standard. Everybody knows there is a stringent set of rules to get your app in the App Store. So if you have met all of Apple's criteria and you're in the App Store for iTunes, you are legitimate. You paid the price to make that happen. So you are serious about your business. So after I explained this to the client, they looked at me and they said, well, we still want to build an Android first. And I said, you know what? I can't do that for you. I can't do that for you because that's a reflection on me as a developer. You know, I know what you need. You called me because you understand that I'm an expert in what we do, and I'm telling you what you need, and you're not following my direction, then it's going to be problems down the line, and we don't need that. And they kind of looked at me like, "Are you serious? You gonna turn down business?" But you have to understand when you are in business and you have a standard, you cannot allow anyone to make you drop your standard. And my standard is that all of our clients are in the iTunes store. That is the very first thing that we do. We make sure that you pass Apple's test. Once you pass Apple's test, then we send you to Android. Then we send you to Amazon and BlackBerry and all that. Because otherwise, the validity of your business is not established. And we do not want that for you. And so, yeah. Now, before we left, they kind of they changed their mind because they saw I was sticking to my guns. So you have to understand if you are in business and I'm going to close with this. If you're in business and you're looking to have an app developed, make sure the developer has a presence on the iTunes store. If they cannot show you at least a dozen apps on the iTunes store, run. Run far away, okay? Because they have not developed the skill, or maybe they haven't been in business long enough to deal with Apple to get their apps in the store. So you want to make sure that your developer has the credibility and the know-how on how to get your app in the iTunes store. This is Eric the App Guy coming at you. Have a great day. Blessings.